All right, guys, I am back and we are going to try something, and I kind of mentioned it in the last video, but I'm going to give it a whirl, but I'm going to put my own spin on it, and cross your fingers with me, guys. It works. I saw this the other day. It's an old video by Treasure Books. And I'm sorry, I don't remember her first name. So Tasha, maybe, I can't remember. Anyways, and I don't have all the supplies that she had in the video. So like, I have ribbon, but none that is going to match this stuff. And how about some dirt from the animals? Okay, so I'm going to try my best to kind of color this white elastic. Ouch. It only works really well if you're not like splunking yourself with it, huh? But I kind of want to get it down in there, right? I don't have any brown. I don't have any brown hair ties. They're all black. From the pandemic, when Grace and I were making masks, I have a bunch of those, but they're all black. They're not colored the way I'd like them to be, if that makes any sense. I don't know how much we're going to need, so I'm just going to do a little bit more than I think I need. Okay, now that is awfully dark, darker than I thought it would turn out. So let's see if we can, yeah, that works a little bit, a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to set this over here to dry. Yeah, that looks much better than the black would have. And the white. The white was really stark, especially with all this dark colored here. Okay, so I've got some light things here. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold. I'm using lace too, and I think she said something about that. But first, I think I'm going to get this started by just kind of coming through, and then I'll kind of loop back around and kind of anchor it without pulling all the way through with my knot. And then I'll trim off the excess there, but the little tail. And I just kind of put a quick little seam in here. I'm really hoping I don't have to go back to my sewing machine and pull more thread off the bobbin, because, you know, oh, I gotta pull one more thing. I gotta get my keystring gear, because I have an aunt who needs a cap, and I told her I would make some a while ago, and I just haven't done that yet. So I gotta pull my old knitting patterns out. I haven't made one of those caps in a while. So, and I believe she used her sewing machine, and then I think she hand sewed the button. I honestly haven't rewatched the video in a while. So, and when I say in a while, I mean like a couple of days, but you know, I think sometimes our brains become sieves, right? Okay, and I think one more thing ought to do it. And I'll tie it off, and then I'm going to glue it to make sure we're good and attached. There we go. Sorry, I kind of feel like I'm doing the silent movie era, but I'm really focused. I was debating, do I want Dlpfarago on here? But I think I do. I'm just going to touch it down a little bit on those knots, since it'll be one of those things that people are in and out of a lot. Okay, and I'm going to let that dry for a second. And that's the one I'm using as a vintage button too. So a lot, like almost this whole journal is vintagey stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and actually I changed my mind. I am going to tie this off first. And then I'll go back to this other piece, the elastic. Hoping like the dickens that this actually works. And those kittens are just being obnoxious. Can you hear them in the background? I'm sure you can. Yeah, that's kittens tearing up my house. Little stinkers. But they're cute, so, you know, they're forgiven. They're forgiven because they're so darn cute. That. Oh. Boy. Okay, so I'll lightly lay this down. I'm gonna put this down there just in case. Single layer though. That way we kind of don't misgauge this. Cut it off at this one here. Okay. I will probably put a couple of rows of stitches in here just to make sure we're good and secure. Because, you know, going through lace, you're never quite sure if you got it anchored well enough. And it doesn't really show a whole lot through it. Maybe a little bit, but how crazy would that be if I got just enough thread out for it? That would be crazy. Got the most bizarre call today that I could probably talk about for my dad's accountant, because he hires this, like, I prepare all the taxes, but then he hires a CPA to do them, like to file them and everything. And they were supposed to amend the taxes way back in like February or April, and he never amended them. And then he called me wondering when I was going to email over, and I was like, I already emailed you like months ago and we never heard anything. He's like, oh crap. I was like, you think? We got a little bit of bubble there, but I'm going to glue it like I did the last one. What the heck is that? I have no idea what those babies are into other than trouble. Want to put some glue on there, but not enough to like make it stiff, but enough to like kind of get it kind of locked in there. Goodness, they are tears. I'm gonna fish this back in there. Hopefully, I'm just about right. And since in the last video, we just pretty much did all of the things there, like you already saw most of it, I'm not going to go through it again, and we're just going to call this one, it's video. Like, do we want to tie a little bow here? I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't. Oh, and those dogs. Oh. All right. I actually really love this journal. I think it turned out spectacular. Yeah, I like it. So that is that. And the next time you see this, it will be listed in my Etsy shop. So I know it's kind of broken up over the course of a couple months, but, and actually, you know what I think? This is one of the little things that didn't make it quite back into a pin. So I wonder, and I so wanted to use one with this, I wonder what would happen if we just put this on there. What does that say? Stay simple? Yeah. There we go. Now it's done. Now it's done. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll just talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.